You are as poor as you believe yourself to be. Let's talk about it. So, your reality as you see in front of you every day, your actions, and the life that you make is basically created by your thoughts and your mentality, your belief system. So, whatever you believe to be true, that is unfortunately unfortunately or fortunately, what will become true in your actual life. And I've seen this in my own life, because when I believe myself to be capable enough to run a mile, I run it with no problem. It happens easily, no problem. I don't even really think much of it. And before I know it, the mile is over. But when my actions and my train of thoughts, my belief system, for some odd reason, right, wakes up and I'm not believing in myself, I'm not totally convinced that I'm capable of running a mile, the same exact fucking mile, I run it with fatigue. It takes way longer than what it would have taken another day, a minute longer. I'm huffing and puffing. I'm feeling like I want to throw up. So it's crazy, because I came to the conclusion that today's a day where I can feel my mind is doubtful. I can feel my mind is not certain of my capabilities. And it's a day where, because of those thoughts, my actual real life is different, right? And in a negative way. And it just goes to show that in a bigger picture, right? If you're running a business, or you're looking for a big position at a company, or you have a big position at a company, your daily performance is going to be determined by how much self-belief you really have. So let's put it in a situation of like a job, for example. If you're in a sales job, right? If you come into work and you are totally convinced, right? You're totally convinced of your capabilities, that whatever it is that you're selling, you have a absolutely 100% convincing way of selling that object or thing to the customer in front of you. When you go in front of that customer, the way you perform is going to be a lot different from the way you perform on your first day, for example, or if you never trained and pretty much developed a self-belief system, right? Because I remember when I started off in my sales job as well, my first day was horrible, because I didn't believe that I was able to accomplish the job. I didn't believe that what I was speaking out of my mouth was convincing. So that translated into my reality, the way I spoke, the way my body language was, and the customers in front of me, they felt that. So with that being said, that convinces me, and just goes to show, I should say, that whatever it is that you do, if you are absolutely convinced that you are capable of accomplishing whatever it is that you want to do, that goal, that business, that body, if you are absolutely capable, and you are putting in all of these steps necessary to become that thing, become that person, start that business, it's a very low possibility that will not happen, no matter how much time it takes. If you are absolutely convinced, and it takes you 10 years, after the 10-year mark, if that is what you absolutely want in this life, you will have to achieve it. Unless you are just, I don't know, unless you die, or it'd be virtually impossible to not achieve it if you are absolutely convinced that you are able to. So I guess the message of this video is, and it's a message to myself as well, because I want to hear this for myself and begin to train it, begin to take part of this belief 100% in my life, because I believe it. I 100% believe that if Edwin Moore is able to absolutely convince myself that I am able to do something, that I will accomplish it. So the message of this video is, be careful with what habits and what beliefs you let just, I guess you could say, linger in your brain, in your mind. If you are somebody who wants to achieve big things, it's very important. And I was just reading the Napoleon Hill book, I think it is, Think and Grow Rich, and this is what inspired this video. If you want to achieve something big, You have to monitor your thoughts and be sure that the thoughts roaming in your mind align with what it is you want to achieve. So for example, if you want to be a very athletic person, if you want to be a very disciplined person, you have to have thoughts roaming in your brain that align with someone who is athletic, align with someone who's disciplined, align with someone who owns a business, align with someone who has faith. You have to have those thoughts, and you have to practice them, because it's not easy. And that's one thing that I'm gonna have to start practicing on and learning, because you cannot pretend that these thoughts will just boop, appear in your mind. The same way negative, nasty thoughts, undisciplined thoughts, I want to go eat fried food, I don't want to train today, right? Listening to nasty music, watching nasty content, right? Not following your dreams. The same way those habits are formed, they didn't just happen accidentally. They're easier habits to form, but you've partaken in them every day. So much so that you've become that person who is undisciplined, unathletic, who doesn't have the business that they want, who doesn't have the life that they want, who doesn't practice their faith as much as they want, right? So that's it, guys. I hope the message is understood. It's a bit of a long video, but I was just super inspired to make the video. Your thoughts form your reality. So be very careful of what thoughts you let just linger in your mind, and take control of those thoughts in order to take control of your reality. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe for more content.